Okay, hi everybody. Welcome to Spirit Saturday. Hello on Facebook Live and hello on YouTube Live. I'm going to give everybody a couple minutes to hop on here. Today, I feel a lot of energy today. Oh my goodness, my third chakra is just like, it is going nuts right now. So I know that this is going to be a very good session. I also, my heart chakra is feeling very open as well. So I know that the energy here is really moving. I feel like there are going to be a lot of loved ones present. I see some people hopping on YouTube Live. Hi, I see Natasha in Nebraska. Okay, hi you guys. Let me see if I have anybody coming on yet from Facebook. Okay, we'll give everybody a few minutes. For those of you who just joined on YouTube, the way that this works is the first half of the session, I'm going to connect. I see Linda, and yes, Linda, you can get a reading. I see Patsy. Hi, you guys. So I was just explaining how this works to people who maybe this is their first time hopping on. I see Sade is back. All right, nice to see you. Neuro. Okay, so here's how this works. So the first half of the hour, I'm going to do mediumship readings. So I will be taking, if you would like to connect with a past loved one, someone in spirit, you can type their name into the chat box and I will do my best to connect with them today. Hi, Amy. So I'm going to do loved ones first, loved ones in spirit first. And then after the second half an hour, I will do, I'll get my angel cards and we will do some angel card readings on some life's purpose, life's path, career, love, money questions that you have, okay? Sometimes your loved ones will answer those questions for you as well. But I'm really excited to be here today. Gosh, I feel really raw today, just like open. I'm very sensitive today. So usually, my mentor said my job is to be the receiver and not to get caught up in the emotions of the loved ones on the other side or the people that I'm reading. I don't know if I'm going to do a great job at that today because I'm feeling emotional, and so I might be crying right along with you guys. So spiritual goddess is back. Very nice. Okay, so I will start with who just put a name of someone that you would like to connect with into the chat box, and we'll just do this thank you, spiritual god. I love the name too. Okay, so I see the first one is spiritual goddess. I see Aunt Lourdes. Am I pronouncing that right? Lourdes. Okay, Lourdes. Okay, so we're gonna start with, let me write this down. So, okay. And I know it's spiritual goddess of enlightenment. Is that how you want me to refer to you? Spirit, I'm just gonna, can I make it short and just say spiritual goddess? Is that okay with you? And your aunt who you want to connect with is Lourdes. Okay. Lorraine. Okay, so is that your name, Lorraine, or is that your aunt's name? I'm thinking that's your name, right? Okay. Okay, so I'm spiritual goddess. I'm reading you, and your name is Lorraine. Is that correct? Yes. Okay. All right. So Lorraine. Okay, I'm reading Lorraine right now. So, okay, so Lorraine, I'm just going to take a minute and kind of get my energy up a little bit. Kind of bring up my energy, open up my chakras here so I can connect with your energy and this, and feel the energy of the people, the spirits that are around you. So Lorraine, if you could just kind of take a deep breath. Okay, so I see someone coming through. I see, okay, is this, would this be your dad's sister? Would this be your dad's sister? Because what I see is I feel, I'm not seeing real clearly right now, but what I'm feeling is an aunt who comes through with, and what she's doing is she's holding the tie of someone. So it's your mom's sister. Okay, interesting. So this is what your aunt is doing. She's holding a tie, and usually when I see the tie, that's a sign for father. Is your father still alive, Lorraine? He's alive in another state. Okay. All right. So let me check in. Let me see with your okay. So here's the vibe that I'm getting. I feel like this person who's coming in, I'm going to assume that it's your aunt, but okay, did she have some sort of, okay, hey, hang on. She's giving me a lot of information, but it's coming in really fast. So I need to kind of like slow it down a little bit and see what she wants me to relay first. Okay. So I'm feeling this woman with a very strong energy, and she almost feels like I mean, just her name, just the name Lourdes, it has like this really strong energy. And I feel like, so she's holding these a tie of these men, and it almost feels like she's sort of in life. Was she like, did she kind of have this like dominating presence over men? Because that's maybe like in her younger years, because that's what it feels like. She's like, that's what she's showing me, and I just have to relay what I'm getting. I might not always understand it, but hopefully it makes sense to you. So she's like holding these ties of these men, and it feels like she had kind of this almost like dominating personality, especially when it comes to men. That's what she's showing me. That's what she's portraying. Does that make sense to your aunt, or do you know anything about your aunt maybe in her younger years? She was very strong mother since no father was involved. Okay, I think so. She was a very strong mother to her kids since no father was involved. Oh, okay. Now it makes sense. Okay. So that's why she's showing it to me. So, okay, that makes sense. She was the father in the family. That's exactly what it is. Sometimes they speak to me in symbols, and until I talk it out with you, I don't exactly understand the symbols. So that's what she's showing me. She's showing me that she was in charge. She was the mom. She was the dad. And she is such a strong woman. My God, she has just this inner strength. And I feel like why she's showing this to me to relay to you is because you have that same inner strength. Like, you are stepping into your power right now, and it's the same. Like, I feel like you and your aunt were very close. You're very similar in personality, and she wants you to know that you don't have to do everything you don't have to do everything by yourself. it kind of feels like maybe you feel like you do, just like she did, because she was like the strong, dominant, took care of the kids, took care of everything, wore the pants in the family, was the mother, was the father. You have that power, but she wants you to know that you don't. She's like showing me like there's a softer side. There's a softer side um, that doesn't have to work so hard. I feel like your aunt was like a really hard worker, and she's like almost like taking a step back, and she's like, I kind of wish that in life I could have like softened up a little bit, and expressed my softer side, because that's what's like coming through right now. Like she's showing me these like different parts of her personality in life, that take charge, grab the bull by the horns, I got this, I'm in control. And then she's showing me this like this softer side, this more intimate side. I also feel like your aunt had a lot of spiritual gifts as well, and it feels like she's very intuitive. She probably knew things, very empathic, very like, it feels like she knows, like she's very aware of like what people are thinking and feeling, and so are you. And so Lorraine, she wants you to know that that you have this strength as she does, and you also you don't have to do everything on your own. Like you're fully supported. And she's like, she's like, what is she doing? She's like, it's almost like, okay, I'm not exactly sure what this means, but she's almost got like the necktie around you, and she's holding it. Like she's got you now. She's got you now. So your aunt serves as as like a guardian spirit, as a guardian angel for you. You're lucky. You are so lucky to have this lady on your side. Let me tell you, she is strong and she is a powerhouse. Did she wear? She's showing me like these necklaces. Did she wear? Do you remember her like almost like layers, some like layers of necklaces or something that she wore around her neck? Does that make sense to you? Yeah, it almost feels like she would wear like layers of necklaces. She was amazing. She always wore necklaces, always so beautiful. Yeah, that's what it feels like. It feels like she just was like really, oh man, she's just like, this lady is on point, It's like she was, just want to say like immaculate, and just, she has this almost like queen type of regal presence to her spirit and her soul, and I'm sure that came across in her life. But for you, she serves as your guardian angel, your guardian spirit. She has your back. You two are very similar energetically, and her message for you today is you do not have to do it all by yourself. You have these spiritual gifts, which don't feel like it all has to like blah come at once, because you are it's unfolding for you. You're stepping into these newfound gifts, and just let it unfold. It doesn't all have to like I said, happen all at once, because we have to be ready internally. So when you are, I feel like you are a medium. You're very intuitive. Your aunt had all of this as well. You're very empathic, and just allow your gifts to emerge. Don't feel like you have to force or rush anything. Just allow your gifts to emerge, because that's what's happening for you right now. And call on your aunt for support, because she's there. And she is so proud of you, and she is so stoked that you are taking this path, that you're taking the spiritual path. She just loves this. So keep going. She's encouraged encouraging you. Okay, I hope that helps. Okay. Thank you for your support too, Lorraine. I really, I know that you're here every week, and I really appreciate your energy and your support. So I hope that helped. And your aunt, she's a badass. I'm so glad I got to meet her. She's a total badass. Love her. Thank you, Aunt Lourdes. Okay. Mwah. Whew, okay, I will go over to Facebook Live here and see who hopped on. Facebook Live. Okay, let's see. Facebook Live. I am doing live readings right now. So I'm doing past loved ones, anyone in spirit. So let's see if anybody. Let's see. The first one that I see. Let me make sure. I'm trying to do first come first serve here. Okay, the first name that I see typed in. Okay, I see Tara, and I see my brother Norman. Okay, sorry, I was interrupted by a small child walking into the room. Okay, Tara and brother Norman. Ooh, I'm getting teary already, so I know Brother Norman's coming through. Okay. All right, so Tara, let me see, can I see your picture? It's really hard to see. I'd like to just kind of try to connect. Okay, all right. Okay, Tara. Ooh, okay, I'm gonna just take a second here and connect with your energy. And if you could just take a deep breath. And just feel the presence of your loved ones around you in spirit right now. And we're going to ask that if your brother Norman, hang on one second, Tara, I really need to connect a little bit deeper with your energy here. Sometimes I try to skip that part and go straight into the spirits around you. So let me try to tap into you a little bit. A little bit more. Okay, and now I'm inviting Norman. Let's see if I see you. So I see a male coming through. So he's coming very quietly. He's being very shy. I don't know if he was shy in life, but he's kind of like peeking out from behind a chair. He's not sure about this process, and it's okay. And sometimes you know how people are in life is kind of how they present themselves when they're communicating with us now. So I'm seeing a male step forward. So it's interesting. So he was showing himself. I feel like, okay, did your brother pass? Okay, whoever's stepping forward right now is not, it doesn't feel like an adult. Did your brother pass in, and I'm not sure if this is your brother or not, but I'm feeling a male step forward around you who passed not in adulthood. Gosh, it's interesting because they're showing them. He's showing himself as an adult, and then also as like a little older. So showing me like a timeline. Hang on, let me see if I can get just a little bit of a stronger read here. Okay, so this is someone, I don't know why he came in as a, oh gosh, I don't know why okay, this is what he keeps doing. He keeps making himself like small, like he's coming in as this like little boy, and then he's growing, and I feel like, it feels like he's being taken care of. Like, I'm almost getting the feeling like he was, whoever this is maybe in their teens or 20s, but they're almost like they're a child. So did your brother have any type of mental illness or anything that would have made him sort of like be more childlike when he was older? Does that make sense? Like, I don't know, like, I want to say like Down syndrome or something like that. Does that make sense to you, Tara? So type in the comment section, because what I'm getting is someone who came in, like I said, they come in like a small child, but then it's like they're growing, but they're still very childlike. So, okay, so now, okay, okay, did you have anyone around you? Do you have anyone in who has crossed over that fits that description? Or was it possible that your brother like always acted like a kid? Because it's whoever this is, they're making it very clear that they were very childlike always, and almost needed to be taken care of, like didn't quite make like adult decisions all the time. They kind of needed like to be watched over. I feel like maybe a little bit reckless. Tell me if that makes sense, if that resonates. Okay, yes, okay. So was your brother, when he passed, it feels like it, okay, so it's hard to know what I just asked and the answer, but I wish I could like have you on here live so I could like talk to you back and forth. Okay, not childlike, just silly. Okay, all right. Okay, so maybe that's what he's showing me. Sometimes was he kind of hard to communicate with, because I'm having a little bit of trouble communicating with him a little bit in really like feeling what he's saying. So let me just try and deepen my connection a little bit with him. So just give me a second here. So, okay, so I'll tell you what I'm seeing. So I'm seeing a man, and he is maybe in his 20s or 30s, and this is the same person that was giving me these messages, and he's typing something on a computer to you. He's like typing a letter, and now he's like writing a letter. Did he? He's coming through so faint. So I'm just trying to ask him why he's having a hard time. Did he leave a letter to you? Do you have a letter of his? Did he write you a letter before he passed, or type a letter to you? Because he's showing me him, he's typing on a computer, and then he turned the computer screen into a piece of paper like he's writing. Do you have a letter from him before he passed? The lag time in here sometimes is a little. I'll make the connection and then see if, okay, no. You know, I have a feeling that for some reason your brother and I are having a hard time connecting, and it does not mean anything. It doesn't mean anything. Sometimes when spirits come in very, very faint, it can mean that they are doing a lot of healing on the other side, and that a lot of their energy is going to that healing. Did he have, so I'll just ask you, did he have a really kind of a challenging life, or did he have a traumatic passing, like an abrupt passing? Because a lot of times there's a lot of healing that needs to be done around that. So a lot of times they will come in when that's the case. So was it like, did he have? I feel like his spirit is playful and silly, like you said, but I feel like underneath it there's some tough issues that he was going through before he passed. Because it feels like I said, a lot of times when they come in really faint, a lot of their energy is going into healing on the other side. So wondering if that might not be what's going on here. So Tara, if you could just answer if he passed like abruptly, or if there was a lot of challenges that he had right before he passed. Because that kind of helps me understand why he's coming in so faintly, so I can kind of explain it to you. And if that's the case, sometimes I can get little messages. So I'll try to go back in and connect with him if that's the case. Okay. Yes, and his passing was abrupt. Yeah, I feel that. I feel like, hey, I have felt. Did he take his own life? I always hate asking that, because a lot of a lot of times if someone has taken their own life, or there was some sort of just something really abrupt happening, that's what happens. But I am feeling it's such a sensitive subject that when I say that, to be honest, I don't want to be wrong and throw that out there, because it's kind of a heavy subject, and I know that people are really, really sensitive, when something like that happens. So, but it would make, okay. Yes, his passing was abrupt and we don't have any answers. Oh, okay. Okay. Let me tap back in and let me see, because I will do my best to get some answers, but I can tell you right now that that he was going through a lot of pain, emotional stuff before he passed. And I want to reassure you that he is on the other side, being taken very, very good care of. He's actually with a grandmother right now. I see a grandmother coming in, and he's with other family members, as well as guardian spirits, guardian angels, who are helping him to heal. So his spirit is going through a lot of healing right now. Um, you know, is it possible that he accidentally took his own life? That it wasn't on purpose? Um, but okay, so your grandmother's standing behind him. It's very hard. It's very difficult for him to communicate right now, because a lot of his energy is going into healing right now. But a lot, when that happens and they want to communicate, he really does want to communicate with you. And grandma's stepping in right now, and she's holding something over his eyes. She's holding something over his eyes. I've seen this before. Let me try to feel into what this means. So I'm seeing like the time of his passing, and I'm seeing he's showing me, or he's showing me like his head down, and it feels like somebody's over him, somebody's there and like kissing his face, and and there's like something going on the side of his head, and oh gosh, and I just feel like it was like, I just want to say, like, I'm just getting like accident, like, I feel like it's possible that he did take his own life, but that it was like he didn't quite mean to, if that makes any sense. Like he was maybe doing something like reckless, and he took it too far. Um, do you know if there were drugs involved? Like, I don't know why they're showing this to me, but they're showing me like something in the nose. It's so sorry. This is like, it's really hard for him to communicate right now, and so it is. And then it's like something being poured too. I feel like, is it possible? Was there? Yeah, he's like pouring things, and like, was he partying really hard? Is that I feel the silliness in a kind of childlike way, but I know I'm silly. Okay. Um, like, it just feels like there's a lot of different factors to this, that were all kind of mixed together and resulted in his death. And he didn't, it was like, I just want to say, accidentally on purpose. And he wants to say that that he's sorry that he left it that way, and he's sorry that he left that way. He didn't want to. He didn't want to hurt anybody, and he didn't want to. He didn't want to. He didn't want to go like that. He sees now from the other side that that was like, that was kind of his life's path. That's the way that it went. That's the way that it went, and we have to accept it. We just have to accept that that's exactly how things were supposed to go. And he wants you to know that he is okay and that he is safe, and he doesn't want you to worry right now. He doesn't want you to worry anymore about him, that he is just fine, and that he's doing a lot of healing on the other side. And he's like holding all these keys. I don't know if he did something like, I feel like it's symbolic. I don't know if he did something like with his job where he had to have a lot of keys, but he's holding like this set of keys. And I feel like the keys are symbolic. I feel like he's like getting answers to a lot of questions that he had in life right now, and he just wants to. He just wants to send his love to you. He just wants to send his love, and he doesn't want you to, he doesn't want you to worry anymore. He's like, it really, all the little pieces that don't make sense, it doesn't really matter. He says that it is, this was his doing. It was his doing. He sees from the other side that all his choices, it was like his choices in life that led up to the cause of his death. It was all, just the choices that he made. And he said he is taking responsibility right now for those choices. That's what he is working on right now, taking responsibility for the choices that he made in this life, working on self-forgiveness for making those choices. That's what he is, part of his soul's lessons are right now. And he wants you to just love him. That's all. And and he knows that you do, but he wants you to like really forgive yourself too, and like think that there's anything that you could have done to make it any different, because there wasn't. It was the result of the choices that he made in his life, and he takes responsibility for it. And that's the way that it went. He's like, he's like, if you could see it over here, he's like, I wish, not yet, but eventually, he's like, I wish you could see it over here, because you know that I'm in a really good place. And he doesn't want you to worry anymore. So a lot of drinking, but it didn't show in his blood. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So yeah. Okay. So that's really what he wants you to know, Tara, is that, that he's in a really good place, and he doesn't want you to worry about like all of the unexplained circumstances around his death, because it's like, it just feels like it's like a series of choices that he made, and he knows it, and it's he's saying that it's really no one else's responsibility except for his own, and he's over there. It feels like he's got a really good support team, and he's really doing a lot of healing, and he's always around you. He'll always be there in spirit, and you guys, it feels like you guys are soulmates, and you will meet again in another lifetime, and and your spirits are always connected. So know that, okay? I hope that helps. He had no bad choices. Okay. So I just want to clarify, like, it's not necessarily bad choices. There's no judgment, or like, it's not bad. It's just a series of choices, but it doesn't have to be bad choices. It's just a series of choices that led up to the circumstances around his death. But just to be clear, it doesn't mean that it's negative. Okay? It doesn't mean that it's negative at all. Okay? And also, I do want you to know that when they are doing a lot of healing on the other side, it's very faint. That they come through very faint. So a lot of times it's a little bit challenging. It's a little bit challenging to read. So, Tara, if you want, I would say, you know, sometimes it helps to wait. To wait like 6 months, even though there's no time on the other side, but just in our time, it helps to wait like maybe 6 months, and we can try to connect with him again. And sometimes they'll come through a little more clearer, if you want to get some more clear answers, because I know some of that was a little bit vague. But like I said, you know, I feel like if they come through, I gotta try, and like I got to try and communicate the best that I can, because they're coming through for a reason. Okay. Okay. So, I know, Tara, I know you want like exact definitive answers to how he died, but it's not coming through today. And I have to trust that, I have to trust in what I receive. And sometimes we are not supposed to know all of the answers at this time. So, you know, like I said, let's maybe revisit this in a few months. We can even try in 3 months and revisit it and see if we can get some more answers for you. Okay, I can empathize with how challenging that must be. You know, but let's try again. Let's try again maybe in 3 months. Okay. And also sometimes I will receive answers later as well. Sometimes it's not for the whole group. So if there's any, if I get anything around your brother, I'll message you. Okay. All right. Okay. So let's move on to the our cards here. All right, so I will take first some life questions from our YouTubers over here. Okay, so if anybody has a question about anything in life, anything that you would like some guidance on, any life's purpose questions, relationship questions, career, money, health, anything that you would like some guidance on. Okay, we got some jokesters out there. Okay. What's next in store for career? I see neuro. Okay. Neuro. Okay, so we have a career question. What's next? I'm just going to write it down. What's next in career? Okay. All right. Just clearing the cards here. What is next career-wise for neuro? Angels, guides. Let's receive some clear guidance, clear messages for neuro about what's next in his career. Okay, so neuro, I think that you already know the answer. Whenever we pull this card, the yes card, it means that you already have the answer. Your intuition is correct, and it feels like you are at a point in your career life where you're at a place where it may not feel like where you are is in direct alignment with your higher purpose, with your soul's purpose. And I think you're ready to make a change. I think you're ready for a big shift. Are you and I know that you know what this is, but I just have to ask, do you do anything with music, or are you considering doing anything with music? This question is for Neuro. If you could just type into the comment section, because I'm getting some things around music, and I don't know if it's to help you to manifest or if it's actually part of what you are envisioning for your next career jump. I write lyrics. Okay, perfect. All right. So let me ask you, is this something, so a songwriter, have you considered this as a career path? Is it something that kind of lights you up? Hi, Savannah. Because it feels like what I'm picking up on is that music is a huge part of your heart, a huge part of your soul, and it feels like, yes, it feels like it's a big passion for you. And what I'm picking, your guides are kind of like doing this, like tapping me on the shoulder, and they want you to know that you have a lot of talent, you have a lot of soul, you actually receive a lot of your lyrics through, it's like you divinely channel your music and your lyrics, and they are pushing you, or I shouldn't say pushing you, but they are guiding you in the direction of doing this as a career. And the next card that was pulled was music for manifestation. So that makes complete sense. So as a way of transitioning into this, so what your guides are asking you to do is start thinking about what this would look like as a career, and start asking for guidance in this direction. And your guides are wanting you to use music to manifest what it is that you want. So when you are envisioning yourself in this career as a songwriter, listen to music that moves your soul. It can be your own music, it can be other people's music. Listen to music that really makes you feel passionate, that really inspires you, and envision this career as a songwriter, working out exactly how you want it to go, and actually feeling it as if it's already done. Because I really feel you have an artist soul. You have you have amazing lyrics. You have like this poet soul. Your lyrics are very poetic, and your guides are like, yeah, they've got your back on this. And the final card that was pulled was have faith. Okay, that your prayers are manifesting. You've got to follow your own intuitive guidance. I feel like you are highly intuitive yourself, and you know the right moves to make. So it doesn't mean that you have to like hop out of whatever you're doing right now, but really put a lot of focus into getting your music, your lyrics out there, okay? Because it does feel like it's a soul's path. It feels like it's part of your purpose, and it feels like your question was, what's next for me with career? It feels like this is it, okay? I hope that helps. I love it. I love it. Love it. Okay. Good luck with that. I wish you all the best, all the luck. Godspeed. Okay. Let's see. I'll take a question from Facebook Live. Anybody on Facebook Live have a life's question? You are welcome, Neuro. Have a question that they would like to receive guidance on. I will do first come, first serve. Okay, I saw Amy saying she wanted to book a private reading. Amy, you can go to my my website, www.happymedium.me, if you would like to book a private reading. I would love it. So just to let you guys know, like the private readings that I do, we get more in depth. We can connect with more than one loved one around you. And what I've been doing now is I've been combining the spirit readings with the card readings as well. So we'll do if we have loved ones that you want to connect with, we'll get more in depth with that, and we will also we'll also get into some life's purpose, life's path questions as well. I'm going to try to plug my phone in here. Hopefully this cord will not show. Okay. All right. So let's see. Anybody have a question that they would want answered? Let's see. I'll just take first go. Okay. Amy Matarolo, I think you were next on the questions. Just let me make sure. Okay. So Amy, okay. Thank you, Amy. I don't know how to say your last name. I don't want to butcher it. Ciampicini? Okay. And then Amy Matarolo. Yes, I do have time. I'll take one or two more. My kids are going to be barging in here in a minute because their movie's going to be ending. But we'll do what we can here. Okay, so Amy Matarolo wants some career advice. Okay, career advice. Career. Okay. Career. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to connect with Amy Matarolo's energy. I'm asking that her guides be present and that we get very clear messages, very clear guidance on exactly what Amy needs to hear, to receive right now, as far as guidance around her career. Let's see what we get. Okay, it feels like here's where we need to stop. Okay. All right, let's feel into these cards really quickly. Okay, so all right, so Amy, it feels like, okay, so the first card that we got is pay attention. Okay, so this is the overarching message to the whole reading. It's also considered the past card. So what your guides are asking you to do as far as your career goes is to really pay attention to your inner guidance, because that is where you will find exactly what it is that lights you up. And I feel like you have been, I'm gonna say, in kind of a fog around career, and like what it is that really makes you, like, makes your heart sing. Like if you could be doing this for the rest of your life, this is exactly what it, if you could wake up and do this every day, this is exactly what you would do. And I feel like you're in a place of questioning right now, and that's the perfect place to be. A lot of times when we feel like you've had like so much emotional, you've been like on this emotional ride, lots of I know people have passed in your life. You've just been in this like emotional place, and it's been really hard to focus in on yourself, okay? And now is the time to really tap in, because your guides don't want me to give you the answer to this. They're not going to show it to me. They want you to tap in and be really honest with yourself. Don't matter, like the question is, if like money was no object, if you had, if all you were taken care of for the rest of your life, you had millions and millions of dollars in the bank, what is that thing that you would be doing? What is that one thing that really lights you up? And don't be afraid. I feel like you're almost afraid to say it, because you're not sure if you can do it. And I'm gonna tell you, you can. Like, they don't want me to give you too much information, but I do feel like it's in, like, I'm gonna say, like, it's healing. It's in the healing realm is what it feels like. It just feels, you feel like you are a healer. And they want you to really be honest and like discover it, even though you already know it in there. But they want you to be the one to say yes to it. Okay? And then the middle card is let yourself receive. So this is the present card. So you are a healer, and I feel like that's kind of why these are kind of healer cards, because a lot of times healers, I feel like what you're doing right now is you are a healer who is healing. So the healer has to be healed before they can heal others. So I feel like you are in a place of healing right now, and really deep healing. And your guides are asking you to let yourself receive healing from others. Like, you don't always have to be the one to lift everyone else up. Allow yourself to receive, receive care, receive healing, and not just from people who are, in this life, but also from your guides. And allow yourself to receive your own internal messages, because I do get the feeling that you are highly intuitive as well. And I feel like when you step into the place of acceptance that you have the ability to receive guidance from your own inner guidance system and spirit's guidance, you are gonna be just like this power. It's like, I just feel like all of these messages are just coming through you. And so just allow yourself to kind of get out of your head and more into your heart, and receive, because you're very, very, very intuitive. So then the third card is accept heaven's help. So it feels like you may not, I feel like you know what it is career-wise that you want to step into, but you're sort of at a place like, how in the hell am I ever going to do that? How am I going to do that? How am I going to make money doing that? How am I going to, you know what I mean? Like, you got to let that go. You got to let go of the how, and remember, just allow, like, think about the why. Think about the why you would be wanting to do what it is that you're thinking of doing. And I feel like it's in the healing realm, but that's all they're going to give me. And so pay attention to that inner guidance. Okay, pay attention to what really makes your heart sing, and be really honest with yourself. Be really honest, even if it's not like a quote unquote normal path. Be really honest with what it is that you really want, because you have the ability to do it. And that's what your guides are saying. That thing that you want, and you know what it is. I know you know what it is. I know you know. They're saying yes. They're saying yes. You're correct. You're right. And then let yourself receive. Let yourself receive from others to heal right now, because like I said, the healer needs to heal before you can heal others, and you will receive the guidance that you need in order to, like, what's my next step with this? And don't get overwhelmed by it, because I feel like it's not in like the, it's not in it's not a road that has already been paved necessarily. Like, if you want to be a doctor, you go to med school. I feel like what it is that you want to do, there might not be you go step A, step B, step C, you know what I mean? So just allow yourself to receive those intuitive inner guidance messages about the next step, and try not to get overwhelmed by how it's going to happen. Just kind of one step at a time, and then just know that your guides are backing you on this. It's accept heaven's help. It says you've prayed for help, so get out of the way and let heaven help you. Okay, so let your guides help you. Trust in spirit. Trust that you are, that thing that you are thinking of is the correct path, and as long as it lights you up, just go for it. Just go for it, and try not to get overwhelmed. Just do one step at a time. Yeah. So I hope that okay, I see. Oh, I see the comments afterwards. Okay, so I see. Yes, chills. You're so on point. I'm crying. Happy tears. Okay, good. I love happy tears. Yay. Okay, so I'm glad that you received that message. I'm glad that I can feel it. I can feel it in alignment. Yes. I'm really happy for you, Amy. I'm happy that you're trusting that your intuition, because really that's your soul speaking. Your intuition is your soul speaking. It's saying, hey, this is where we're going. This is why we were here. This is why we were put on the planet. So know that. Okay. All right, you guys, I'm going to have to end there. Thank you so much, everybody, for your support, and for asking your questions, and for being so vulnerable, letting your loved ones come through. And Tara, if you're still on, I just want to say, I'm sorry that we didn't get more answers for you today. I know that it's been a while since your brother has passed, but sometimes for whatever reason, we're just not supposed to have the answers right now. But if we want to try, like I said, if we want to try in a few months, we can do that. Okay. And I think that's a good lesson for me too, as well. Like, if it's not coming through really strongly, maybe it's just not the right time to do the reading. Okay. So, all right, you guys, again, thank you guys so very, very much. And if anyone wants a personal, more in-depth reading, where we can go and kind of delve a little deeper into your life's purpose, life's path, as well as connect with family members, and as many family members as step forward. So you can log on to, or you can go to my website, www.happymedium.me, and sign up for a personal reading. Also, if you're in LA, I have a class going on tomorrow. There's still a couple spaces left. So Pasadena tomorrow. You can go also to my website and check that out. And come to class and learn how to do this yourself, because everybody can do it. We're all intuitive. We all are connected to spirit, and it's really fun to watch people who have absolutely no experience in doing this, and all of a sudden it's like, oh my God, I just connected with your grandmother. It's super fun. So love you guys. Have a beautiful and blessed week. And yes, we are, yeah, I'm ending right now. Somebody who just came on from YouTube. So I will be doing this every Saturday. So if I didn't get to you, you can try next Saturday, or you can book a reading on my website at www.happymedium.me. And okay, you guys, I will see you next Saturday. Bye.